Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you, so let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Ha-ha! Let's go! White 9, hut! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Hut! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38! Ha-ha! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Ha-ha! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Let's go! White 90! White 90! Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Come on, let's go! White 90! Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Hey man, listen, great job today. It's a step in the right direction
go!
for you and this team.
38!
And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You've taken the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you gotta keep it up.
Everyone, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Egyptians going up against the Los Angeles Red Dragons. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Memphis Egyptians and the Los Angeles Red Dragons. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lynch looking to throw on second. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Let's go! Back into that belly! Here we go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down and just 1. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And they'll go on the ground. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a look at the defense now. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They come out here in the eye. Now a quick handoff, and this is the fullback, Proch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Here's Lynch to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Hurry up, here we go. Go, go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. But still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 30. Detroit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Red zone opportunity. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green. Gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. Gun. Detroit.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Detroit.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
Watch it now, Barney.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. On third down, Lynch. It's brought in by Doxson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Lynch looking to throw on second. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's third down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
We've got a 3rd and 11. From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Lynch. This will be caught at about the 3. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes... Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
We got three. All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that three-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And quickly, they get to the line.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Over! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Watch it now, Barney!
And the wideout in motion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And the back goes into motion. On second down, Lynch. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On first down, it's Lynch. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Second down now after the pass completion. On the dive, here's the fullback Proch. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now it's Lynch. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In the red zone this time. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he motions the wide receiver. Lynch looking to throw on second. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
Let's go!
They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Over. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back now in Los Angeles, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Tie right. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And his guys are just an extra point away now from taking the lead in this game. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now back out comes the offense. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something good.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
All right, here we go.
Lynch going to try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Second and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Here we go. Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
Shut down. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-99 Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Now back to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Second down following the incompletion. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead here in the fourth. Now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Over.
They'll look to throw. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Lucky 56.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. This is Doxson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it.
Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Here we go now.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Over. Let's see it. Hurry up, Detroit now. All right, now, look at 56.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at No. Check. Patriot. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go. Green. Over.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Cowboys are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Bills, who will be testing that coverage. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
Time running out here on the play clock. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Green, 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up. Look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Defensively, starting lineup for the Bills, and a disruptor on the line, certainly Shaq Lawson.
Loved him during his time at Clemson. Really, really liked him when he played in the national championship game, because he wasn't 100%, had gotten hurt in the game before, and found a way back onto the field and made a difference.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. To throw is Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and it'll give the Bills a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. Shift together here from the D-line. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. They go play action here on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Hallen Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from it, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go.
Slot man moves right. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Second and just 1. Prescott now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A second down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move. And all.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They go to Elliott again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And Bryant's got it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly! Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39!
In motion, the tight end Clay. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the D looking like they may blitz. Prescott on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On second down, Prescott again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On third down, it's Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Fourth down, Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll try and start this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here we go. Green, 30.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Brown able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
From deep in their own territory, they looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Watkins alone on the left side. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Well, now play the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So 2nd and 10 here. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too caught.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
2nd down following the run. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Third down and 4. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Prescott off play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And here come the Bills. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
it's caught inside the 25, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Brown, his third touchdown now on the year, and the Bills cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Will Hill, the strong safety there to get him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Complete to Bryant. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Dallas, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
it.